All right, guys. I just got off of work and Assetto Corsa Evo just came out, so I downloaded it. And I'm gonna do first playthrough. I haven't seen anything about this game on any other channels or anything. Literally just got home. I'm about to launch it. So it looks like it supports VR just to begin with, which is pretty awesome. And I'm not gonna be trying it in VR today, so we'll just be doing it normal triple monitor setup. Whatever. Alright, I'm excited. I think the hype for this game is real. Assetto Corsa Evo opens in windowed mode. Now this game is in early access, so you can pick it up for 30 bucks, $31. Okay, it's got the music. But it's early access, so there's gonna be a lot of bugs. Let's see, early access roadmap. Here we go. So they actually have like a timeline of the release of the game, which is fall 2025. And they'll be updating us on what's going on throughout those stages and with new content drops. So that's what's up. By purchasing Assetto Corsa Evo Early Access, not only have you enjoyed a discount, but you'll also receive all the content featured in 1.0 for free. Alright, so I'm gonna test it out for you guys, and then if it's cool, I mean, you could get it, and you get it at a discount and get the content for free, like it says. But before you check that out, make sure you stick around and see if you like it. Alright, continue. Oh, so this is reminiscent of ACC, the garage. You start off in the garage. Whoa. I can like move around in the... I can move around in the menu. I don't know why I was spazzing the mouse. So here we got like what is this? The Mini Cooper of some sort? I don't know too much about these little cars. Patient. Yeah, I know nothing about these little compact cars. All right. Overall, first of all, the menu looks pretty sick. Pretty cool. We've got Drive, Vehicle Academy, where we would obtain licenses by learning how to master racetracks and vehicles. So it's like Gran Turismo in a way, like that. It's going to teach you how to go around the track. Driver, edit your driver. All right, we're gonna start there. I'm gonna. Oh, I want some information. All right, so we got rough, Ali, rough, initials SRA. Sure. Nationality. Let's see if they have my home country. Yeah, they do. Hell yeah. There we go. That's me. Fly. Yeah, the music's, you know what, this menu's a vibe. I like it. Gallery, it's got a gallery mode, settings. Probably want to flip through the settings a little bit just to make sure we're all set up for the race or for the test drive. Okay, gameplay HUD, whatever, don't really care about that. Video settings, let's see. Close. It's running my native resolution, but I have triple monitors and it's only displaying on one monitor right now, so triple screen on. Let's see. That really didn't do anything, and I guess update apply. Full screen, I'll keep it in windowed mode. Apply the changes. Let's see, triple monitor. It didn't work. Graphics. Honestly, I'm just gonna run the default graphics. I've got a pretty good computer, so we could probably bump these up while we're playing. So we'll go back. Make sure the audio is all good. Usually I turn music off in games. I don't like when it's blasting music in my ears, but this music's very tolerable. So, Assetto Corsa Competizione had awful music in my opinion. It was way too obnoxious. Alright, Academy, very cool. Vehicles, this is what we want to see. I have no access to dealership or customized vehicles, so I only have access to garage. But one thing I'm noticing is the menu, there's this line here that's all messed up. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what happened there. Maybe the triple monitor thing is glitching out. Alright, so we've got this little Abarth 695 Bipasto. If you knew what this car was, congratulations. Now I can start the car in its closed garage and end it all. So, oh, I see the triple screens. Okay, it's not working properly, but let's start the car. Start. Okay, doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Ooh. You can check out the lights, which is pretty cool. The wipers, you can change the speed. Okay, let's turn off the hazards or whatever. Okay, reset. You can open the doors. Take a look inside. Okay. It looks like the triple monitor setting is messing up the screen, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick a different car because I don't want to drive this, to be honest. Let's go all. Oh. So we got some Alfa Romeos, very typical Assetto Corsa. They have a lot of Alfa Romeos typically. And the scroll speed, like I'm scrolling as fast as I can. It's very like choppy, so I mean early access game, it's just, you know, what you get. BMW M2 C2, so I drove this car in iRacing Be kind of interesting to compare the two, get like a full one-to-one comparison. That would be pretty dope. I'll just keep looking through the cars. We got Camaros. They've got a lot of different trims of cars, I'm noticing. So, but I wonder what the difference between these two Camaros are. This one, you've got a matte hood with carbon insert and a strip, so it's like little paint differences, little livery differences. Ferraris, we've got Ferraris. Very cool. Got an S2000, love to see that. Ford Escort, love to see it. Lotus, of course. MX-5, of course, those are like a must-have. Mercedes, Porsche. You know, there's a big roster here, but this says entry. I wonder if we'll be able to drive all of these. But I'll just keep scrolling through the cars, let you get a look. Looks like we got Porsche Cup Cars. Man, the scrolling is really glitchy. Toyota GR86. Now, this is a car that I want to drive on track because I have this car in real life, or I have the old gen in real life, and I've driven it on track. So I'd like to see, like, kind of like how realistic is this sim, you know? Does a car behave like realistically? Because that's important. We're playing a simulator. I know a lot of people had concerns about this not being like, might be arcade or simcade, so we'll see. Now I'm gonna run the GR86. I'm gonna start with that. We've got red interior. Performance package, we'll do that. Of course. I mean, this is pretty spot on. I mean, the visuals, I need to turn off this triple screen stuff because it's glitched. Wow. I can change the room. Whoa, track garage. I like this one. I do want to take off this triple screen thing. It's obnoxious. So video turn off triple screens. Maybe full screen, triple screen? No, it seems like it's doing triple screens on my single monitor, which is a bit odd. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn that off for now. Wow, what a beauty. I love this car. This is my baby. This is my baby. This thing is so beautiful. I love how Toyota made these ducts here functional at the price range. See? Oh, they've got the functional ducts. I mean, this must be laser scanned. Oh, good old rear taillight there. Exhaust. No, this is pretty spot on. I mean, yeah. Oh, let's open up the door, check out the interior. Could change the weather even, which is kind of cool. Time of day. How did I open the door? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. So it doesn't look like it saved my driver because it's asking for all this stuff again. So I don't know. Maybe it was like a feature, just didn't get saved. But garage, we'll open up the car door. So car controls. Can I start the car? I want to hear it. I can't hear it. Do I have to hold it? Switch view. Whoa! That's even better than opening up the doors. Wow, what a beautiful car. I kind of want to trade mine in, or at least buy one of these instead. But this car is notorious for oil problem when you're cornering the G-forces. I think it like starves itself with oil. You can zoom in, zoom out. It's pretty cool. I mean, they got the dash display spot on, the lights and everything. The attention to detail in this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Can we start the car inside? We can. I don't think it starts the engine. Probably because it's not good practice to do that inside of a locked garage like we were earlier. Okay, so let's do what we're here to do and drive. We're gonna drive the GR86. Mount Panorama, wow, okay. We're not gonna go balls to the wall like that, just because I want to get a feel for the realism, and I've driven it on a more flat track. I'll go around Band's Hatch. I feel like that's pretty good. It's GP circuit. Assist. Pro. Yeah, turn all of this pro. Well, automatic clutch. I don't have a clutch. Automatic clutch on start, please. Automatic throttle blip. Shouldn't need that. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So no assist, weather. We will have to try rain. We are going to have to try rain because, one, I've driven this car in the rain with no traction or anything, no assist on the car. And iRacing has a very good rain model, so I want to see how this compares to that. Alright, for now, clear weather, Brands Hatch, GR86, practice session, let's go. Oh, so right off the bat, my driver is in the car. I can see his head moving. He looks alive. It's not just like some model that's just sitting there like a robot. It looks like he's there. He's alive. The environment is great. I know I'm not like going into the game too much right now. I'm just kind of like the environment and stuff, but I mean, again, I haven't even seen this game at all. I haven't watched any streams. I literally just got off work and here I am. So we've got tire pressures. We can change the tire pressures. I know Assetto Corsa Competizione was really good with tire pressures. iRacing, not so much. They don't really do anything, it seems like. Or at least you just set it to the lowest setting. No electronics assist on this car. Maybe that's car specific. Fuel and strategy. We've got different compounds. So I could put a hypercar front compound on a GR86. That's a bit interesting. I'm going to stick to road tires because that's pretty good, and I'm gonna put like 3/4 fuel. We don't want to be going around on a full tank of fuel. I can't change suspension dampers or aero. That's interesting. I mean, it's on stock suspension. You can't change the stock suspension in real life, so I guess that's okay. I don't know if that's like early access thing but that is realistic. You can't do it unless you have coilovers like I do. So looks like the car's jacked up. It's just floating in the air for some reason. It's kind of funny. Now my triple monitors are not working. I'm going to try it again. Turn on triple screens. And you would think if I hit apply, we would have triples. But doesn't seem to be the case. Monitors, that's why. I have to pick 3. That'd probably help. Apply. Nothing. Frame rate limit. My monitors are good for 160, so we'll put that at 240 for now. Apply changes, please. Graphics preset, again, we'll check that out. It doesn't look like triple monitors are working, guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna turn it off because it leaves weird lines on the screen, so that's gonna stay off. All right, let's race. Let's get out of these settings and let's race. Now that I say that, like, I actually need to set up my controls. But that's okay, because now you guys get to see what you need to do once you hop in the game. So we'll go to settings, controls, and actually, can I restart the session? Okay, I guess not. Forte wheel, that's my wheel. Just make sure everything is set up right. So steering wheel, this will assign, it's this axis, move on axis. Okay, didn't do anything. Let's go, Forte wheel. Currently active, search by action name. Okay, steering. I am moving currently my wheel bit and it's not doing anything. All right, I'm gonna try my pedals. Throttle. Nothing. Interesting. Invicta wheelbase. Maybe I need to be there for steering. There we go. Okay, so it's interesting. It picks up my wheel, like my physical wheel. So I assume that's going to be all the buttons on the wheel. And then my wheel base is something separate. So it's going to be the actual rotation of the motor that it's looking for there. Okay, so I think that's all we need for Invicta wheelbase. Now we go to Forte and gear shift. There we go. That's it right there. So you can choose your shifter and all of your devices are just going to pop up on here, and then you just choose your device that you're using and then map it. It's a different way of doing things. Throttle, brakes on the Invicta pedals. It doesn't calibrate how like the range of my throttle or brake, so hopefully all of that just works. Camera we're gonna have to change to, but that's not in controls, so we'll hit apply. So that's all I need. The car's already started, I can hear it, so I'm not worried about it. But I mean, I don't think I saw anything. I guess I didn't go down far enough. So this is kind of interesting. Look at the amount of buttons you can map. Like flashing your headlights. Rain lights. You can turn on your indicators. What? Left and right indicators. So if you have like a Moza stock that they just came out with or something, you could map those indicators for whatever reason and show your blinkers off. Okay, all I want is the ignition and starter, so you'd think that would be on top, but it is hard to find. I wish they kind of like made different sections within this, but I'm just gonna rock with these settings. Let's go back. Video. I don't know. I can't really. I don't want to drive with it so bad looking. I'll try here. Camera. So these are all your camera settings that you can map to a Stream Deck, a keyboard, mouse, well, keyboard or your wheel. Now, video. I just don't get the video thing. It just does nothing. Super frustrating. Manage presets. Can we just get a preset? No. We're kind of stuck here because I can't even like zoom in, change my field of view. You know, that kind of thing. Upscaling. Let's see. Lighting. It looks like everything's on low to medium, which is kind of weird because my PC's pretty good. Got a 40 series graphics card, 4070 Super, with a pretty good processor. So yeah, I don't see it. There's no intuitive way on how to. Oh my gosh, my force feedback is going crazy, and my throttle's pinned to the ground. So far, they can work on their menu system because I don't think there's a way for me to put the range of my throttle. Invicta pedals, throttle, and I just did it. So maybe properties. Yep, it's a hidden menu. Honestly, they should just have this out in the open so you can see it. Like maybe at least one of them open and then you can go in and change things, but I feel like that's a bit obnoxious. Now, is there a way to invert it? I feel like that changed something in my properties. Am I inverted? Also, what would be great is like a little bar so I can see my inputs instead of having to go out of here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it. Okay, that works. Looks like our frames are pretty low. Does not look great. And we're on low graphics on a pretty good PC, so we'll have to see what that's about. I'm assuming my brakes are also screwed up. I think it's better to just find out. Again, this UI, I'm not a fan of. Like, I like the layout. Don't get me wrong. I like the layout. The layout's great. The font, everything is great. But just being able to find what you need, not so simple. Like, okay, there we go. Here are your video settings. And what we want to do is just increase our field of view. Now, I don't have the triple monitors working. So I'm kind of stuck single screen. So what you see on stream is what I'm seeing here. There's no peripheral vision. And there's a triple screen section there. So what I'm going to do is go back to settings, video, turn on triple screens, 3 monitors, apply. Then go back, go to view settings, triple screen, distance from screen, I don't know, probably something like that. Screen width. I'm not ready for this type of parameter setting. Screen angle. Yeah, see, it does it all on the single monitor. That's a problem. So I thought that would help. It doesn't. Sorry guys. I wish I could tell you how to do triple screens, but honestly, I just want to play the game, so I'm gonna turn it off. It's too complicated to set up. It's not intuitive. So whatever. Alright. Steering wheel looks good. I love the UI though. And we're not moving anywhere. Why is that? Ah. Classic. The brakes are inverted. It's because I can't see the inputs, right? So I'm sorry guys, bear with me. And I'll fix that real quick. So brakes, properties, invert axis, apply, back. Now we're good to go, I promise. We should be good to go. We're moving. We're moving. I don't like the camera angle. It is what it is. We rock with it. The force feedback's heavy. I didn't mess with it. This is just straight out the box. Like, your boy just got off work. Straight out the box, the force feedback's too heavy. Oh my god, it's too heavy. I've got 27 Newton meters coming out of this Invicta wheelbase, and I think it's maxed out. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna change this. It's not realistic, and I'm gonna... No. Settings again, controls. Maybe Invicta wheelbase? Where would force feedback settings be? Again, like most sims, it'll just tell you like force feedback and you just go and set it up. Here we go. 90% force feedback. Yeah, that's not gonna work for us here. 40 dynamic damping, kind of want to turn that off, but also just want to leave it. True force gain, don't need that. Speed sensitivity, don't know what that is. Vibrations. Steering assist weight. Alright, I'll try 40%, leave everything else on the default settings. And we're gonna rock with it. I did get a little taste of how it feels, and it's not too bad. But let's get a full, correct impression. One thing I noticed is that I can see it's bare hands. I'm not wearing gloves. The graphics are pretty good. I mean, the graphics remind me a lot of Assetto Corsa. Just a little better. The force feedback's interesting. I'll just drive around for a little bit before I, say something wrong, but the force feedback's interesting. I hate this view, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we're looking down on the car. Oh, the GR86, it has a very distinct feel to it. It's just a very good car. Man, I wish I had my triple monitor set up so I could be like super immersed in this experience. But I didn't want to waste any time, getting set up or anything. I just wanted to hop in, give first impressions. and have you see like these are the bugs that you or the things that you're gonna have to work out, and like just so you don't have to like try to figure it out on your own, or you know, or that I don't accidentally gloss it over either. Like, you know, some people may already like have done it before, so they don't show all the technical issues you might have. All right. I'm still waiting. I'm still gonna hold off on giving driving impressions. Just give me a few more corners, maybe a lap. Really push the car. It does. I will say the understeer is done very well. yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. This drives very well. Now, I own this car in real life, so and I've pushed it at the track, so I kind of have an idea as to like how it behaves. And we're on road tires here too. That's important. Now, notice the tire pressures went up quite a lot, and I saw yellow flashing, so it did heat up. I'm just gonna take a moment, stop talking, and just like kind of just drive a little bit. So far, GR86. Very good. Very good. I'm not gonna lie, it's very good. I'm not the biggest fan of the original Assetto Corsa. That's a very unpopular opinion, but for me, it's just I'm not... I've played it before, but it's just the curbing, the one-point tire model, all those things kind of pull away from all of the great things about it. Wow. But out of the box for like driving experience wise, maybe not UI. The spin was very good. Okay, I have some sort of traction control on. The car says, whoa. The car says it's in track mode. The sounds, I will say the sounds, like this sound right here. That's spot on. That sounds like my car. Granted, this is a newer gen of my car, but I've also ridden in this car on the track, and they're very identical. It's just the power band's a bit better. Mine's modified, so it felt, you know, very similar. It's just the power band's better. Yeah. No, when it's loose, it feels good. It feels really good. I wish there was more range in the force feedback. It feels like once it's loose, you just lose all force feedback, or the steering wheel just goes very light, and I may have just almost blown my engine. But no, this feels pretty good. Yeah, no, that feels pretty good. Oh my gosh. Let's see the gravel. Yeah, the dirt definitely slows you down. The sounds. Now, I just went off in mud, and I would expect once I get on track, it would be super slip on road tires, because I've actually done that before. I've driven off in the sand, and when I came back on track, it was like I pushed the throttle in second gear, and I had like huge oversteer. So that's something in this sim's like a little forgiving when you go off. So if your tires are dirty, let's say you get your tires dirty, you go back on track, second gear, pin it, no problems. It's not really the case in real life. Real life is a bit more scary. That's alright. Shouldn't be going off too much anyways. I'm driving super slow, I know, but I'm trying to feel it out, you know? Just trying to feel it out. Also, its camera angle is like disgusting. I'm gonna change it in a second. And there we go again. Lost it on the exit. All right. I think that's a good time to look at the replay. All right, replay menu. This is how long we took figuring out settings. I don't know what that was. All right. The player model, this is one thing I hate. So Assetto Corsa Competizione, the replay menu is awful. And this one's not much better. Like, what is this? All I have is a bar and a play button. And the bar, it only skips in increments. So it's kind of annoying. Looking off board, it looks very good. The way the car moves, yeah. Oh my gosh. No, this is a sim, guys. This is not a simcade. They were saying this might be a simcade. This is not a simcade. Oh, this is when I was showing the sound off. No, it's really good. This off-board looks pretty accurate. Like, the way the car moves around, very good. Love it. The sounds. The sounds are correct. I think this is a very good sim. If they can like nail this, if they can nail this sim and have some sort of competitive multiplayer, they've got a really good sim here. Like, I would play this. I would 110% play this. I mean, in iRacing, there's a GR86, but it's not my GR86, you know? Well, I have an FRS, but this is not, it's not my 86. It's cool to drive like road cars sometimes and just kind of enjoy a nice track day, you know? Beautiful. I really love it. I kind of want, let's finish the lap. Let's watch the rest of the lap on the replay. See if anything interesting happens. Dipping off the grass, dipping off the track. Yeah, so when you get off the track, it's a very steep, like it's the edge of the track is the thing. It's not just a very smooth, you're off and you're on type of thing. So it's pretty cool. Very nice. And I want to see a spin so I can see the damage model. So we'll go to the end here and see what it looks like when you hit a wall. Oh my gosh, it looks good. The way the car moves, it looks good. I won't lie, it looks good. All right, let's see the spin. Yeah, the spin was a bit weird. I don't know what happened, but the damage model seems non-existent. All right. I mean, what can you expect? This has to change though, or I'm going to... I feel like something like that might be better. What are we saying? Something like that? Yeah? I really wish triple monitors worked. I mean, I'm sure people have figured out how to do it. Again, I've watched nothing on YouTube or anything about this video. I just got home from work and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do my first impressions on stream, so that's what I'm doing. Apply. All right, now that I've got a little bit of a better camera angle, I'm gonna oh, we're offline, so that's not that impressive. Resume. Now, what is this? So I can click and drag and just move modules around. That's very nice. So if I wanted my speedometer like up here, I can do it. That's really nice because I have this beam and I can't really see right there. So I'm gonna put that there, put that there, put that there. Actually, I kind of think this will be kind of cool over here, you know? Mix it up a little bit, and then we've got what is this, driver number, whatever. I'll put that there. I don't know what this thing is. Is this damage? That must be damage. Yeah, so you can just like click and drag anything. It'd be kind of cool if it snapped into place, but I know that's asking for Probably a lot. Like, see, now I can't put it back exactly where it was and it's gonna bug me. But yeah, it'd be cool if it snapped into place. Or there's a reset button or something. So I'm just gonna keep going. It says we have no damage. Can I get stuck? It kind of like felt like I was struggling for traction. I was just hitting the right limiter. I love seeing the marshals. The world seems so alive. That's what I really like about all this. The low tones of the GR86 sounds great, but I don't know if I really know the high tones sound that great. Graphics look great. Again, this was like medium to low settings, guys. Just for reference, like you run this in iRacing with the grass, like the grass kills your FPS. So I usually have to turn that off. Force feedback. Let's talk force feedback. So I normally drive with a butt kicker. I'm not even gonna attempt to set that up right now. But the force feedback, it's good. Like I have no issues with it at all, actually. It's like intuitive. I'll give an example. When I tried out LMU, I could not get the force feedback to work, and I just ended up returning the game because I just couldn't be bothered. Out of the box, like no tuning besides of the gain, this force feedback's good. I feel like the change between heavy and why is it telling me to end this session? I'm just gonna keep going. The difference between the heavy and the light, like when you're understeering versus having grip, it's a bit too much, but that just might be my settings. Like, I feel like it's too drastic. And again, things like that, I didn't feel that through the force feedback at all. Like, at all. I've spun in that corner 3 times now, so you would think I would know what it feels like, but there's no feeling. Like there, when it's sliding like that and like doing a drift to like 4 wheels, there's no feel in the force feedback. Again, my settings might not be correct, but out of the box, that's how I feel. Like this, like I know I'm understeering because I can see it, I can hear it, the wheel's completely light. But I think it's too light. It's like zero feel in the wheel. I don't feel the changing in grip. Which is, it's really important. It's kind of what has made me so hesitant to like really just push this car, but let's just push this car anyways. Going over curbs, I wish there was like some rumble feel, and I have not made this corner. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I drive iRacing so much that maybe I'm just like used to a different type of driving. But again, here's the thing. Driving iRacing versus this sim, it feels they're so similar. They're so similar. Like they're not exact one-to-one, but like the fundamentals of driving a car are essentially the same. So it's not the end of the world. One's not like super realistic compared to the other. They're both very good. This is handling tire temp buildup a lot better. These are road tires, and I've been doing some spins. And it looks like the tires are fine. They heat up, they retain they come back. That's what happens. They don't just overheat to a point where you can't do anything. At this corner, dude, there's no way. I can't feel anything. It's very strange. It's only happening in that corner, so I wonder what it is. I'll have to like kind of probably pay more attention the next time I go around. Yeah, I mean, we're going slow. We're on road tires. I mean, what can you expect, right? I'm all about trying to figure out like if this is realistic or not right now. Just driving my own car. seeing what I see, and I think it's relatively realistic. I'm starting to feel a bit weird about the sliding, the understeer. Okay. That's better. There's the flag guy glitching out. Okay, it looks like my car just turned orange. What'd I do? I must have damage. That's very odd because I didn't hit anything recently. If that happened earlier, I'd understand why, but... Okay, kind of getting the hang of it, so I'm gonna give this a good lap and then we'll go back to the pits. I can hear the exhaust bouncing off the walls, kind of like Assetto Corsa Competizione. The sounds of the tires screeching is very helpful. Okay, let's make sure we don't spin here. What is going on? Why is it I turn the car and it loses all grip? See that? A bit weird. Only in that corner. Oh. It says box within 16 seconds. What did I do in practice? Menu to end session. Whoa. I just felt something really cool in the force feedback, and then it ended. I think this sim's gonna be really good for drifting, like the original Assetto Corsa was. I think a lot of people are gonna find it really fun to drift. Back to the good old vibes with the music. But I mean, it's good. Is it worth $30 right now? It wouldn't be the end of the world to wait a little bit. I don't think you're missing out on like too much, especially if you have a sim that you currently like really enjoy. I would say just keep trying that out, or you know, keep playing that and like learn more about this game. Maybe during the second development release you can give it a go. It bothers me that triple monitors don't work. So that's probably what's gonna stop me from playing this game, to be honest. The fact that I don't have the triple monitors working. So once I get that figured out, I'll probably try it again with some different cars. But I'm not a fan of just having like my whole setup and then not being able to use it because the game's not supporting it. So GR86, pretty cool car. Does it feel realistic? Yes, but then I was having moments where I spun around and I just didn't know why. Usually I spin around, you know why you spin around, but this time I didn't get a feeling or indication from the force feedback as to why that was happening. It was happening on one corner too, which was a bit odd. It was like the fronts had no grip, and all of a sudden, without any change in inputs, it gripped up, and then the rear had no grip instantly, and it just spun around. So it's a bit odd. Alright, tried road cars. Let's go Porsche 911 GT3 Cup Car 992. This is a car that I drove quite a bit in iRacing. I've done a few races in them, so I'm gonna give it a test drive, see how it is. Hey, what's up, Albert? Yeah, it came out today. I just drove the GR86. I used that as a reference for realism because that's the car I have in real life and use it on track, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think my force feedback can be aligned better, but just out the box, it's got a lot of potential for me to just get the settings right. But before I continue, look at this beauty. Wow. I like it. No, I don't have a GTR. We were driving a GR86 earlier. The Toyota. Yeah. Man, I wish that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, we're gonna try out this because I've got experience in this in iRacing, so we're gonna compare the two. Yeah, that's right, the GR86, and I drove it on road tires. Hey, it feels good. It feels very similar to the real car. I feel like the force feedback gets a bit numb with understeer. But again, this game is in early development, so who knows? Maybe they'll just keep improving. All right, we'll run Brent. Let's switch up the track. I think Porsche 911 GT3 at Imola was actually the last place I drove it on iRacing, so this is what I'm going to do this time. Let's run it. Does it have a career mode yet? I didn't see a career mode, but there was a like Gran Turismo style, like learn the track and they'll teach you how to do things type of mode. I'll go back in the menus after this and we can take a look at that. Penalty received. I think we'll be alright. One thing that's really bugging me, Albert, that's probably going to stop me from playing this game too much is the fact that my triple monitors won't work. I don't know how to do it in the settings. So, first impression sounds. It sounds crazy. I will say though, what I like about iRacing is that you have the headphone, like the helmet sound. It sounds like my ear is up to the exhaust and it's loud. But it's still kind of cool. It's just loud. It sounds good though. Okay, so a car that has a lot more grip feels good. I think the tire noises are a bit overdone though. The tires are like begging for help. The rumble trips feel great on the force feedback. We're probably on cold tires. So what's interesting is if you look at the left side where the tires are, there's like a square in the middle. I wonder what that's about. So it looks like it's cold in the middle of the tire. That's very interesting. Yeah, I'm not. You'll have to excuse the poor driving. I'm just testing things out, and the force feedback feels really weird. Probably because my settings aren't great. I always run with the tire noises up. So, you know, yep. Yeah, I agree. It's a little another indicator to know. I have a base kicker, like a butt kicker, so that really helps with like feeling tire grip. I didn't even attempt to set that up, to be honest, just because I think it's going to be a little bit too much right now. So, yeah, I'm just trying like all... Oh, another thing is it sounds when you go off track. Listen to this. It's not as overdone as ACC, but I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, not having the triple monitors, it's like it's pretty hard. Either way, we move. This is a Cup Car. I'm not sure if it has ABS, so let's test that out. It appears to have ABS, so unlike the iRacing version, which does not have ABS, you would lock up if you slam the brakes like that. This is really fun. Now, a cool little detail I'm noticing is that there's an odometer. There's an odometer on my hood on the bottom right where the gear indicator is. Which is like the amount of miles you drive in the car. It's in kilometers right now. I'll change that to miles. But that's pretty cool. It kind of shows you like, you know, hey, this guy's got some miles on this car. He knows what he's doing. I love that. That's actually a really cool feature. Gran Turismo might be doing something like that. I don't know. One thing I do notice is under braking, the car is like it moves around. It moves around in like a more realistic way than ACC did. And what I think might be the problem is my steering. I have to turn it a lot more. It's not set up properly, I think. But I can adapt. There we go. Man, those tire noises are very, I think, overdone. But I can probably change that in the settings too. See, we tinker too much in the settings, so I figured it's best to just go out and drive a little bit. And honestly, this is a good sim. I like it. I like it. I've never been, you know, so happy driving so bad. You know, it's pretty good. Yeah, the original AC. The original AC is, you know, a classic. I have some issues with it in terms of like the curving. Like I tend to spin out, but yeah, the mods are fantastic. This has definitely got like the AC vibe to it. It doesn't have much of ACC, I'm not gonna lie. Like there's little hints here and there in the UI, and maybe the sounds have some ACC to it, but this is definitely an Assetto Corsa, like an Assetto Corsa 2 type thing. I think this sim will be pretty good with drifting. It does. It always feels numb. ACC doesn't feel right. This is actually really good. The way the car like loses grip, it's really good. And one thing I'm noticing when I'm driving is like when I go off the curbs, like here or even here, I can feel that ridge. I can feel the ridge when I get back on track. Like it's really cool. Yeah, I agree. It didn't feel connected. This definitely has that connected feel that I enjoy. Yeah, this has a very connected feel. I love it. We got some birds flying in the background. It's pretty interesting. Now I'm running this on the default settings that it came with, graphics wise, and it was like mid to low settings, so this is what you get for mid to low settings and graphics. Not bad. I really wish the triple monitors were working, and I need to remove the fact that this has ABS, or I need to remove the fact that like the iRacing one doesn't have ABS, and I can just push the brake very hard and not be worried about it. I love the hood though, much cleaner. Map my flashers, I don't know if they work. There we go, okay. I think my steering, I'm going to fix something in the settings really quick because I think I have to turn quite a bit to just move the car. I'm just gonna adjust that really quick. Settings, controls. This would be under Invicta wheelbase. So here's the thing, for each control that you have, it's mapped in different settings. It's kind of complicated. I feel like the settings could be a bit cleaner, but it is what it is. So you go to steering, and then you have to click properties. It's kind of like a hidden menu. So that took me a little second to figure out. There's like a hidden menu here where you can adjust your force feedback and all this stuff. I'm just going to increase this a tiny bit. And turn off the damping, to be honest. Actually, yeah, turn off that. Keep a little bit of damping. Steering filter. I don't think we want that. And vibrations, I'll leave. Yeah, in AC, it was easy to go down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, I agree. It's nice, clean UI. And something really cool about the UI, I'll show you this. It's kind of sick. This here, this module where the tires are, I just like move it. Originally it was here. Yeah, I just move it around, make it how I like it. And that's it. So this was down here, but I've got a little beam that blocks that on my rig, so I just put it up here. Perfect. Very easy to use, just click and drag. So that's like pretty cool. I kind of like this, do something a little different. All right. And because we're in single player, I can adjust the settings and come right back out on track to where I was, which is pretty nice. So I turned off some of the damping settings and turned the wheel to 900 rotation. Feels a bit better. Still feels like maybe it's too much. Oh no, that's better. Okay. Car's actually turning now. Before I'd have to do like a full lock to get it to turn, it felt like. Oh man. So the front tires look a little bit cold. I wonder if when we're paused, it actually stays like live, so the tires cool down. The only thing I'm really struggling with is like I'm having so much understeer. Yeah, I mean, I feel like horse feedback is a bit odd. Something about it, I can't put my finger on it. It like feels inconsistent. But I'm just gonna try to throw the car around and see. Like trail brake it like deep, get it to rotate, and see what happens. 25.8 or 26.8 psi in the fronts. Could be temperatures. So there's the deep trail brake, and yeah, it's like really easy to catch. But you got to be quick. Like it's not like it'll just like drift out for you and be lazy for you to catch it. It still feels like a race car that wants to be, you know, pointed straight. Let's see curbs. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Took the curbs pretty well. I mean, granted, I spun out, but I mean, I tried to monster truck the curbs. So yeah, ABS 1. This car is currently in quality mode from the looks of the dash. Ooh, interesting. Now, when you're driving through the gravel, I'm noticing it slows you down a lot. Like, I feel like I can get stuck in the gravel almost. So on the soft compound slicks, and these tires go cold so quickly. I mean, look at the tire temp graphic right there. It's already going cold, and just for me going off track. So very well could be the force feedback is telling me that. I'm just not used to it, you know? I'm used to my iRacing tires that overheat. That's not the case with this. It lets you drive it. See, that's how understeer feels though. I feel like as much as I hate getting the understeer from the way I'm probably driving this car, that's how understeer feels. It feels like just like that. Replay menu. Nothing impressive about the replay menu, but the way the cars look on the replay is pretty nice, not gonna lie. They move around naturally. It's not like you're looking at a block. Like, look at that. This is when I was trying to trail it in, trying to like just get some rotation, messing around. But yeah. Let's just take a look. I want to see when I went over those curves what that looks like in the replay. Because that might be interesting. Look at the car get light over the crest. Very good. Now I don't mind the music. I usually turn the music off in games, but at least the music is like not overbearing. It's like kind of in the background. It's another thing that's not too bad. Is this where we go over? Yep, we go over the curbs. Now, I don't notice tire smoke or anything. The skid marks are also kind of weak, but early access game, right? I'm gonna go settings audio and turn down tires. That's on 90% tires, by the way. So just for your reference, they can go even louder than that, but I'm gonna turn them down to like 50 because it's a little bit distracting, to be honest. I don't really want to hear them that loud. Controls, we'll go back to force feedback very quickly, and force feedback would be in the Invicta, right? See, I wish this was open by default, just to kind of see where it's at, but just once you know the game, you'll know the game, I guess. Steering assist weight. I don't know what this is. I'm tempted to just turn everything down. Speed sensitivity. I don't know what this is. Let's do a little bit of damping because it felt very springy. And let's just feel the pure force feedback. Okay. So I'm gonna should we switch up the car or keep it going? Actually, the session's over, so we have to switch up the car. Or at least end the session. So about your multiplayer or your question about the career mode. This is what we've got. We've got Academy. So it's not a career mode, it's like a licensing thing where you learn the tracks in the vehicles. Maybe it'll give you like tips on how to drive, like Gran Turismo you did. I don't know if they still do that. Driver profile. We filled that out earlier. It doesn't look like it saved it. Audio settings, all that stuff. I wish the triple monitors worked. They don't. Special events. Okay, nothing in special events yet. They'll definitely probably be putting things in there. The scene options is pretty cool. Like, you can change it. You can change the menu. Like, wow. What a view. Change the weather. One thing we want to try is rain. I want to see if the rain is comparable to the iRacing rain, which is really well done. It is really well done. Now, let's try that actually. Now I hope we have rain tires, because that's going to be, necessary for sure. Because I only got Porsche Cup cars. What happened? Oh, these are the different type of Porsches you can get. Okay. So we'll go all. And let's drive. It's a good car to drive in the rain. I've driven GR86 in the rain. I want to try something new just to mix it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go. MX-5 is kind of slow. Let's go with the M2. The M2, they have an RS3. I've driven an RS3. This car hauls ass. On a launch, this car is sick. It wasn't the hatchback or the sportback, because we don't get that in North America, or at least in the US. But I've driven the RS3 and it's a phenomenal car. Absolutely phenomenal. Great acceleration. I'm gonna go with M2. Let's go with this one. So tiny in comparison, wow. The detail is absolutely amazing though in the cars. Like, they did these cars really well. I mean, they're spot on. They're probably all laser scanned, to be honest. They have to be, because they're spot on. And you can like do all sorts of stuff with it. Check out the engine bay. That's pretty sick. Yeah. All right, let's drive it. Now let's switch it up. Suzuka in the rain. These are all the tracks we have access to. Brands Hatch, two different layouts. Imola, Laguna Seca, which would be not too bad. Mount Panorama. Suzuka. I feel like Suzuka's a big track. Alright, well, it'll be alright. Little car and a big track. We'll do Suzuka in the rain. Let's do rain. Dynamic. And I want to see, one, what the graphics look like, how this looks, and two, how it sounds, I guess. Sounds great. It's the first thing I noticed. BMW M2 CS in the rain. I don't have wipers. Map that real quick. After this rain, I will be getting off stream because I do have to take my dog out. But I may be back on here. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty awesome. We need rain lights for sure. So we'll just map this to rain lights and wipers. I wish it was in alphabetical order. Wiper cycle 1, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of settings there. All right. BMW M2 in the rain. Let's go around Suzuka. Oh my god, the wipers are going so fast. Bro, whose wipers goes that fast? What? Oh my god. I feel like it's unnecessary. So it is not that one. Oh, so there's a lot of wiper settings here. Wiper cycle 1 is just like insanely fast. Wiper sets. Let's do 2. How do I delete this one? Now they're both mapped to the same button. Okay. Oh. Clear. Okay. There we go. Okay, so 2 is the slowest one. 1 is like crazy. I don't know if I have rain tires. Is it smart enough to put me on rain tires? I'm just gonna try it out. We've already left the pits. And so far, nothing seems too bad. I mean, I'm going super slow here. But actually, I have the car floored. This car's kind of slow. Probably should have picked a different one, but... yeah. Okay, rain impressions. I don't think it's as on par with iRacing. What is this layout? What? What? Are we going back to turn 1? Yo, this is actually perfect. It's not a big track on a small car. It's a perfect size track, right? Okay, the rain is like, it's not doing anything for me. Visually, I think it looks pretty bad. Those water drops, like, I don't know what those are. And oh, the traction control, I think, is keeping this car. I don't know. It's like planted. It's like very planted. Like, I can't get it to spin. So I'm gonna try a different car, to be honest. This one kind of sucks. Rentals. Very interesting. Alright, we're going Ferrari. Give me the Ferrari in a GT spec. Hell yeah. Yep. If you're enjoying the content, if you're seeing this as cool, and you feel free to leave a follow, you know. Feel free. I'm gonna be doing this in the rain. Vehicle setup. Let's make sure we got rain tires on before we leave the pits. This has got the full setup, so I can change the aero, unlike the GR86. I can change the suspension, the dampers, so they have coilover suspensions. Awesome. Looks like they're just sliders, similar to ACC. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I wish these were like in millimeters or something, like 70 watt, you know? Clicks, that's fine. But fuel, like, what are we on here? Like, is this... Okay. Changing front and rear compounds, that's kind of cool. Traction control guidance. Let's see, it's wet, so we'll want it on 6. Doesn't go to 6. TC2, 6 to 8. Okay, well, that's a bug because I only have TC3. Alright, whatever. Off we go. Let's get these wipers going. No, wipers are too slow now. Can't see shit. Alright, that's better. I think the BMW had the traction control setting that just didn't allow it to slip at all, which is a bit weird. This is good. This is like challenging now. I want to see. Alright, I gotta go fix the wipers. Damn it, man, this game and its settings. I'll have to do a few laps and I gotta go walk my dog, so... Controls... Wipers, that's what we're doing. Wipers... Yeah, they need to organize the settings a bit more, because this is... That's properties? Settings? Oh. Properties, yeah, that's a bug. So I have to click here, back, and then back to do this. I've driven LMU in early access, and I think honestly... Oh, I thought I got stuck. I should be stuck. Okay, it's kind of annoying that the wipers are different between cars because I have to bind different buttons. I feel like that's a bit annoying. Like, what determines the wiper speed? Is that like actually based on their... The force feedback's amazing, guys. I'm feeling it now. There's very good force feedback, and I've got an Invicta wheelbase, so I mean, it does a good job on just about anything, but the granularity that I can feel through here, just knowing that the game is outputting that is important. So be driving around in the rain. Slippery. I don't think it's as good as iRacing. Let's see on the curbs. It's good. It's just iRacing has a very high standard for rain at the moment. Like, I think it's hard to kind of tell what the car is doing until it's already doing it. When it comes to understeer is what I'm noticing. When the front tires lose grip is where you have the least amount of feel. That's how I would explain it. When the rear slips, no problem, I can feel that. When the front tires have grip, I can feel that. That's no problem either. It's just all about, like, when the front tires lose grip, it's very vague. Doesn't communicate that very well. Yeah, I mean, hopefully no one joined this expecting to see some, like, next level driving, because I'm not going to be providing that today. But hey, I'll come back to this and provide that if necessary, so I like it. It's like I like it, but then something happens and I'm like, but no, I like it. It's close and it's in early access, so you know, it's in early access. That's what it feels like. It's like an early access game. $30. I don't know if you want to spend $30 on this. I don't think so. If like you're like someone who's like not trying to spend a bunch of money on something you won't really use too much, I might wait a little bit. To be honest, I might wait a little bit. But I do think it's worth getting at some point. I just don't see myself like going and doing this game for extremely long times just because it's limited. You know, there's no multiplayer. It's all about hot lapping. The features, the triple screens, if I figure that out, maybe that's a different story, but that's a deal breaker for me. No triple screens. I'm just playing off of one screen. Not the end of the world, but also for a 2025 title, not great either. So, yeah, it doesn't like me breaking on the racing line. See, like that. I have no feel in the wheel to tell me understeer. Besides visually seeing that I'm going straight while I'm turning. And look at the tires completely heat up. I got none of that feeling in the wheel. It's just happening on its own. See, but oversteer, it's like if I try to punch it here, like that I can feel. That's no problem. That's no problem. The front wheels feel a bit disconnected. I'll try to brake on the inside line now and see if there was a difference. Ah, so yes, there is. There is that line where things get slick. You do have to drive a rain line here, and what I'm avoiding is these shiny spots, because that's slippery, see? Just like iRacing. I mean, maybe I just don't have enough water on the track, or maybe the force feedback's not dialed in, but in terms of rain, I wouldn't put it up there with iRacing just yet, but I wouldn't put it with every other sim and with just normal rain. It's a good rain system. It's got, the track feels dynamic is what I'm trying to say. It's a good rain system. Oh, I broke on the line. But it's great because I can like, this makes sense to me. This makes a lot of sense. No, the rain's done nicely. There's grip where you expect there to be grip, in a sense that, like, where the rubber line is, you can forget it. What I'm trying to see is how hard is it to see that rubber line? I actually like the Ferrari. Is my favorite car that we've driven so far. The Ferrari is my favorite. It feels like the most, like, intuitive. The Porsche was almost there. The GR86 was there until we got to the hairpin and kept spinning out on the hairpin. I mean, it was just the front tires were giving up, and then the rear, and you couldn't feel anything. You couldn't feel where you were. But the rear, yeah, it's like that. I tried to see what the front tires. You don't get a front tire effect, so I don't know. Maybe they'll fix that. Maybe it's not a problem. Maybe it's something that needs you as a driver need to like adjust to drive on this sim. I'm very much I like to feel the front tires type of person. Okay, so I think that will do for rain. Let's just hop on out of the car. And I'll watch a replay actually. Okay, let's go to the replay, see what the rain looks like, and then call the stream there. Graphics, nah. Is that thunder? It sounded like someone was breathing in the mic. I guess it was thunder? I don't know. It sounds like someone's breathing in the mic. Yeah, I mean, the surface of the track doesn't look like super wet. I don't see spray coming out of the tires, like a little, you would expect like a little bit of spray. Yeah, it's nothing there. All right. So exit to main menu. And that was our first look at Assetto Corsa Evo. Tried out the GR86 at Brands Hatch to get kind of a feel of how realistic they are based on my real car. Tried Porsche Cup Car at Imola, just to get a feel of what it is like versus iRacing. I drove the Porsche Cup Car at Imola recently at iRacing. Last time I did drive the Porsche Cup Car. And then the third one was the rain. How did the rain compare to iRacing? Because I drove a Ferrari, and in real life, I think in real life iRacing's the closest. Honestly, it's so good. I kind of feel like they nerfed it, but it's still very good. Yeah, Assetto Corsa Evo, the rain's still very good. It's not at that level, but it's making its way there, and it's in early access. Menus, I will say it's the worst part. Being able to navigate and understand like where everything is intuitively, it's kind of annoying. It's going to take you some time to set things up. Force feedback, I'm like love-hate right now. I love it at some points, and then I hate it at some points. It could all be up to my wheel settings not being set up. I'll have to go and dig into that and give a better impression. But first impression out of the box, it's not LMU bad, because LMU was really bad. But it's not like Assetto Corsa original good. So I'll leave it there. And I'm gonna go walk my dog. So yeah, thought I'd check this out after work. Didn't see anything about it, and I'm glad I did. It was pretty fun. Cool. I'll see you guys.